Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I am Kim Watkins, your trainer, and today is Friday, February 8th. It's our level 5 difficulty workout. So all the cool stuff we've been doing this week, rather difficult on the scale of difficulty as a whole for the series that we've been doing over the past few months. This series has been rather challenging, and today will be right in line with that, a little harder than yesterday. So stand on up. Let's get started with a warm-up move called the standing bicycle crunch. We're going to do that, then the windmill, and then we'll start with the first set. Now, with the standing bicycle crunch, make sure that your shoulders are down and relaxed. Your chest is open, but you are keeping your back straight, tucking your tailbone in, and squeezing those tummy muscles in order to keep the abs engaged. You're going to plant your feet double shoulder width apart. Don't let your toes turn out. Extend your arms up and sort of out from your head, making a big X with your body. Now bring your right elbow to your left knee in front of your body and squeeze so the left knee comes up, right elbow comes down. Then stretch back out and alternate with the right elbow and the left knee. The 30 seconds starts now. And make sure you're developing that rhythmic breathing pattern that you need, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Really focused on taking in the air, exhaling the air. You know, the muscles, they want oxygen, they want to ditch the carbon dioxide. So help them out and give them what they want. 15 more seconds with the standing bicycle crunch. You also should start to feel your heart rate maybe come up just a little bit, and you're just loosening up those major muscle groups, lubricating all of the joints. And I hate the word lubricating. Can I just say that? Okay, now clasp your hands over your head. I'm not even going to tell you why. Keep your feet in the same position and keeping your back straight, hinging at your hip. Rotate down to the right, your whole body, making a huge circle, the windmill circle. Touching the floor with your fingertips at the bottom and back up to the left. Once again, down to the right and up to the left. Now let's reverse directions, down to the left, up to the right. Feel that stretch in your lower back as you lean over. Graze your fingertips on that last go around with your arms down on the floor. Just sort of hang here for a second and lift up to the right. Okay, are you ready? This first move is a squat jump. We've been doing squats in the first position every day this week. So remember, you can do a standard squat if you need to, or the squats with the pulses. You can do the fast squats, the slow squats, but if you're hanging with me, you're doing squats with a jump at the top. That means you're going to do what you've done all week, which is to squat all the way down and into your heels, right? Sitting back. Don't let the knees go past the tips of your toes. Your arms are kind of forward for balance. You're going to squeeze your glutes as you come up, press your heels into the floor, and do not turn your toes out. So important. Do not turn your toes out. Make sure that your heels stay as wide as your pinky toes. Now, let's go. When you get up to the top, by the way, just get both feet off the ground just a tad and then go right back down into your squat. 30 seconds is going to start right now. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you lift back up. And this is hard. I know it's hard. I'm sitting here. I am not doing the workout with you at the moment, but I have done lots of squat jumps in my life. In fact, I always do the workouts before I make you do them. So you can rest assured that I have done this. And 30 seconds of squat jumps is not easy. All the more admiration I have for you for hanging in there. 3 more seconds, by the way. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, let's bring your feet together. Now we're going into first position ballet, as again we have done all week. So get your toes as wide as possible. Your heels should be touching if possible. Try to get that to happen and really take in how it feels to stand fully erect with your tailbone tucked in, your abs contracting, your pelvic floor kind of contracting, everything sort of squeezed and super strong and powerful in first position ballet, because there's nothing like a ballerina just sort of exude the strength of that region, the core and the pelvic region. Now, you're going to do the demi-plie. As you come up, your heels are going to come up off the floor. You're going to do a little hop at the top, just like we just did before with the squat jumps. Both feet need to come up off the floor. As you land, you're going to go right back into the demi-plie. All right, so let's start the 30 seconds. Now, remember, your hands can be wherever you'd like them, on your hips or out in front of your body if you prefer, but get going. Remember to breathe. You're inhaling on your way down. Exhale as you explosively push up and lift up off the floor. You're coming up on the halfway point here. Doing great. These are, again, really super hard. Probably the two hardest parts of the workout. And keep it going. 5 more seconds. Awesome. Okay, get yourself into pike position. Butt in the air, hands on the floor. Your toes are on the floor. The legs or the feet are resting on the balls of your feet. Your heels are probably up. And we're going to do something called a cross-country plank. Cross-country pike plank, that is. So your butt is up in the air. You're going to do a sort of a vertical forward back scissors, like a cross-country ski, with your feet, with your butt in the air. Pretty simple. Just keep those lower abs drawn in. Keep your back straight. Don't sort of strain your neck, so keep your head neutral. And go. 30 seconds. Very nice. Jump to the beat. My husband wrote this little beat for us, which I actually, as I count down, I really appreciate sometimes, because it's done obviously so that I can count down and remember where I am. I tend to forget sometimes. 8 seconds left. Keep going. We know how to count, we trainers, but in the heat of the moment, when so many other things are going on in our heads, it's sometimes easy to forget. Okay, now you're going to do the lateral leg kick. And I actually just did these out of order, but it doesn't really matter. So now what you're going to do is you're going to, what we've been doing in this position is squatting down and doing what we were supposed to just be doing, the cross country, which you just did. You have to bend your knees in order to move that scissor movement back and forth. But now you're going to do the move that is actually akin to the lateral straight leg kicks that we did yesterday, where you extended your leg up, kind of like the sumo kick in the squat. And today what you're going to do is, you're still in the same pike position. You're going to lift the right leg up and bending the right knee as you lift it up. Then kind of explosively kick out the foot, then bend the knee again and put the leg back down straight on the floor in the right spot. Then do the same thing with the left leg. So lift the left leg up. As you're lifting it up, you're going to bend the left knee. And then as it gets kind of parallel to the floor, the thigh is parallel to the floor, kick out the foot, then bend the leg again and put the leg back down in the pike position again. All right, so it's a little complicated of a move, but I'm pretty certain that you can get through this. Let's start the 30 seconds. Take your time. Again, this is the instructional set, so it doesn't really matter how quickly you go, how many you do. You're just moving, right? Go ahead and start with the 30 seconds now. Right leg first. Lift up the leg and bend the knee. Kick out your foot. Flex the foot when you kick it, by the way. Then straighten your leg back out as you put it back down. Then do the same thing with the left. Keep those abs drawn in. Keep your butt up in the air. I know your shoulders are probably starting to fatigue. And you may have, if you have weak wrists as a whole, stop and shake them out a little bit. It's really good to strengthen the extremities, and this is a really great way to do that. So I would caution you not to think that just by lowering yourself down to forearm position or by not doing this move would be advisable, unless you have real pain, which of course you need to see your doctor about anyways. Go with it. Okay, now we're going to turn you over. You're going to do a pretty intense version of the hip bridge. So turn yourself over and lay on your back. Your knees are bent, feet on the floor, toes don't turn out, toes and heels in line, pinky toe and heel in line, that is. Hands down by your sides, lift up into your hip bridge. Now, just like yesterday, you're going to stabilize your weight on your right leg. And instead of yesterday, where you were tapping your left foot down onto the floor as the right leg supported your body weight, what you're going to do today is you're lifting the left leg up, then you're going to dip your hips down and push back up for 15 seconds. Okay, so let's give that a try. We'll go for about 15 seconds now. So lower your hips and then press your toes into the floor as you lift back up, and lower the hips as you inhale. Exhale, press back up. Let's do 2 more. Down, press back up, and lower down slowly. Don't lift up your toes. Keep those toes depressed, and down and back up. Okay, switch sides. So stabilize your weight now on your left leg rather, and lower your hips and press back up. Lower those hips, press back up, and lower your hips and press back up. Very good. Okay, last move in the first set, side planks with a crunch. So turn your body to the side plank position. Now you're going to stack your feet, of course. Your forearm will be on the floor perpendicular to your body with your shoulder and elbow in line. Splay your fingers so that you have some good bracing. You know, you'll feel like stable. And then lift your hips up into your side plank. Now, with that top arm, extend the arm straight up to the air and bring your elbow to your knee above your body. Let's just do it to a count of 5. It's hard. 5, 4, squeeze those side abs. 3, 2, and switch. I know, it's super hard. Go ahead and turn to the other side. The flow set's going to be pretty intense, but it's only 6 moves, so it's 4 minutes tops, right? Okay, other side. Let's go. 15 seconds. Crunch, really more like 5 or 6 crunches, so just take your time. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and stand on up for me. Good job. Very good. Very good. So, you know, a lot of these moves, you're going to get a pretty intense, very short, high intensity interval coming up here with the next set, the flow set. But you're also learning a lot about the different variations that you can sort of tack on to your regular workouts in order to make them less, you know, more intense, less boring, more interesting. Go ahead and get yourself into squat position. Let's plan to start the second set here in 3 seconds. Squat jumps are coming up first. Ready? And go. Inhale on your way down. Exhale as you come back up and hop. And just keep it going. Try not to let your quads do all the work. Really focus on keeping your feet straight so that your quads don't do all of the work. You really want to squeeze those butt cheeks and press your heels into the floor in order to keep the back of the body as imposed as the quad in the front part of the body is. You've got 5 seconds left. Finish up the one that you're on. All right, let's do those plie hops with the heel lift. Heels together and go. 30 seconds is going now. You had all of 10 seconds in the middle. A little less actually, about 8 seconds. Keep it going. Remember, your heels should be touching when you're in the flat-footed position. You want to lower your body down. As you come back up, you take that hop. Very good. 10 seconds left. Hands on your hips. Take your time in terms of numbers. It does not matter how many you do. You just want to keep moving at this point. Go right into pike position here. Let's do the lateral leg kicks first. All right, since I screwed up the order last time. So, right knee up, kick out the foot. You're in pike position. And then you do the left. All right, 30 seconds. Get going now. So you lift the leg up, bend the knee, kick out that foot, straighten the leg and put yourself back into pike position immediately. Coming up on halfway here, 15 seconds. Very nice, very nice. Good job. Finishing up, we're going to go right into the cross-country ski. So now both knees should be bent, and you're going to scissor forward and back like cross-country skiing. 30 seconds is going now. Keep it going. Keep breathing. I know it's hurting. Your shoulders in particular are probably really fatigued at this point. Keep those abs engaged. Keep your butt in the air. Keep using those hamstrings. Push back with your hamstrings. Don't let your quads do all the work. I am such a broken record when I talk about this, but people tend to use the quadricep to do everything. And there's so many other great muscles in the body that can help out and really provide you with some stability and balance along the way. Okay, let's turn yourselves over and down onto the floor on your back, hands down by your sides. Press those feet into the floor, knees bent, toes and heels in line, and lift up into the bridge. Stabilize your weight on your right leg, lift your left leg up, and 15 seconds is going now. So lower your hips, press back up. Make sure your toes do not leave the floor on the right foot. So important. press those toes into the floor, particularly as you're pushing back up into your hip bridge. You've got 5 seconds. Great. Let's do the other leg. Left leg on the floor, toes and heel in line, and lower down, press up. Good. One move coming up at the end here, those side crunches, side plank crunches. You can do it. Running over a little bit today, going to hit just over the 16-minute mark. All right, on your side. Forearm on the floor, perpendicular to the body. Your feet are stacked with those hips up, and 15 seconds of crunches with the top arm and the top knee. Side crunches. Squeeze. Very nice. 15 seconds goes fast. You're almost there. Keep it going. Last one. Switch sides for me. Last 15 seconds here. And it's the weekend. Now, if you're in New York City, it's not snowing yet, but we are expecting, I guess if you're in New York or anywhere in the Northeast, by the way, the 15 seconds is going on the second side. You'll be getting some snow today and tomorrow. So be on the lookout for the blizzard that I guess they're calling Nemo. I'm not quite sure where I saw that, but in any case, listen in also for later today. We're going to be recording another podcast on the In Shape Fitness Show. We're calling it Kegels and Cardio for all you mommies out there, and men too. Kegels are actually a pelvic floor exercise that isometrically contract the muscles of the pelvic floor, and men have them. They just don't use them necessarily the same way that women do. In any case, it's all going to be sort of fun, and it's going to be a great workout, in fact. So look me up there, and otherwise I'll see you first thing on Monday morning with another new series of muscle maintenance. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.